All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are tackling an absolute monster of a word. I mean, it's one of the longest, most intimidating, and let's be honest, just plain ridiculous-looking words in the whole English language.
I mean, just look at that thing. All 29 letters of it. It honestly feels less like a real word and more like somebody just smashed their face on the keyboard, you know? Like it was created by accident, not on purpose.
And hey, if you're thinking it just looks like a total mess, you are definitely not alone. I love this quote from a Wikipedia talk page about it that just sums it up perfectly. Someone wrote, "Oh God, I think the alphabet just vomited." It's hilarious, right? But believe it or not, there is a method to this madness, and I promise by the end of this explainer, you are going to have this thing completely mastered. Okay, so first things first. Before we can even get into what it means, we got to figure out how to say it without, twisting our tongues into a total pretzel. All right, here's the secret. Don't even try to see it as one giant word. It's a bunch of smaller, way more manageable sounds all strung together. Let's try it, okay? Nice and slow, piece by piece. We've got Floccu, then nasu, then hil-i, and cation. See? Now let's try to string them all together. Floccinaucinihilipilification. Hey, not so bad, right?
Now, what's kind of cool is how the accent changes things, just a little bit. And really, it all happens right there at the beginning. So in American English, you get more of that sound, right? Floccinaucinihilipilification. But in British English, it's a sharper it sound, Floccinaucinihilipilification. After those first two bits, though, the rest of the word is pretty much exactly the same. So it's just that little twist at the start.
Okay, so we've totally conquered the pronunciation. We can say it. Awesome. But now, what on earth are we actually saying when we bust out this monster of a word? And here is the punchline. You're going to love this. After all that work, all those syllables, the word simply means the act or habit of seeing something as completely worthless. That's it. It is the ultimate irony, isn't it? A ridiculously complicated word for the simple act of calling something trivial. So yeah, you can see it's a noun that just describes this really dismissive attitude. Like a teacher who just completely dismisses a student's hard work, or a friend who dismisses any hobby that doesn't make money, or a huge company that just ignores all its customer complaints. It's just a very specific and, let's be real, a very fancy way to describe that kind of behavior. Now, you'd think a word this extra has some super deep, serious philosophical backstory, right? Nope. The truth is way, way funnier. It was basically an 18th century meme. Get this, the word was literally just smashed together from 4 different Latin words, flocci, nasi, hili, and pili. And here's the absolute best part, they all mean pretty much the exact same thing, worthless, of little value. It is just a magnificent, totally nerdy act of redundancy, just piling on the worthlessness. So who do we have to thank for this glorious creation? Well, a bunch of students, of course, at the super prestigious Eton College in England. They basically invented it as this hilarious, over-the-top piece of slang, probably to show off how good they were at Latin. It just goes to show, clever student jokes, they never go out of style. So from these humble beginnings as just a student inside joke, this word has gone on to become kind of famous. Mostly, well, for just being itself. I mean, its main claim to fame, obviously, is its size. It's huge, 29 letters. That's a guaranteed win on trivia night. But believe me, the fun facts do not stop there. Okay, so not only is it super long, but somehow, and this is wild, it manages to be 29 letters long without using the letter E, the single most common letter in the entire English language. I mean, that's just a statistical miracle. And it's not some forgotten, dusty word either. It's popped up everywhere, from pop culture references all the way to the floor of the U.S. Senate. Its sheer ridiculousness has also made it a perfect target for jokes and parodies. Someone, bless their nerdy heart, even rewrote that classic "How much wood would a woodchuck chuck" tongue twister with it. Yeah, I am not even going to try to read that whole thing out loud, but you get the idea. It's a word that just begs you to play with it. Okay, so I want to leave you with this one final thought. After all this, right? What if you decide that this 29-letter word is, itself, completely and utterly worthless? Well, if you do that, you'd actually be engaging in the Floccinaucinihilipilification of Floccinaucinihilipilification. How perfect is that? It's maybe the most perfect, mind-bending meta use of the word possible. And on that wonderfully circular note, that's our explainer.